First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field.
Pulls it in at the 13.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And that'll be incomplete. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try.
Man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Adam Thielen with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
Here we go.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Burrow on 1st down. Open man right side is Sharp. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
first carry here for Joe Mixon.
And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Here's Burrow. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter. And it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Burrow throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll give it to Mixon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
From the gun, here's Fields. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Fields now to throw.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Here we go, here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Here we go.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Burrow looking to pass.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Burrow's throw complete there to Smith. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Fields. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Well, these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Now it's Fields.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
Back to throw. Fields.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
To throw is Fields.
This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now Elliott. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ezekiel Elliott.
That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go until halftime. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Brandon Cooks in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Santos with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
14, Bears 7.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Lions take over first down at their own 14.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. On 1st down, Fields. That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. A final shot before the break. Fields. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. It's Burrow. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They start on the ground with Elliott. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Up the middle, here's Elliott. He was brought down by Sean Murphy-Bunting. On 2nd down, Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds Hopkins complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Open man right side is Smith-Schuster complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Inside give to Elliott. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now Fields. Touchdown! Travis Kelce, a 7-yard touchdown grab. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and 2, Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Under pressure, they got him again. B.J. Hill, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here now, Johnny Townsend. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. The ball comes out.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down, here's Burrow. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They go play action with Burrow. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down. Again, it's Burrow. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Burrow. Open man right side is Sharp. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
From the 17, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Here's Fields. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep.
And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Chark from 6 yards away.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. That is caught by Thielen. Touchdown, Detroit. Adam Thielen with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year.
And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. The play fake. Here's Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Lions,
they get the critical victory to move them to 9-7 now.